Welcome to Grapes and Debates, a podcast where we'll uncork some incredible wine and debate varietals of issues within the restaurant industry, one glass at a time.
This is 78.
78.
78.
78.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grapes
Well,
and
welcome.
Debates.
Here we are.
Yeah, last week was a challenging filming environment,
Right.
being in the Augusta Convention Center and trying to be behind a...
Well, does everybody know why you were there?
Well, if you listen to the podcast, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Half
Okay.
Ironman.
Doing a half Ironman.
I finished it.
Yeah, and that's great. And that was the goal.
That was the goal.
Yeah.
So today...
Not your entire body finished it, though. There was one body part that was left behind, or I guess it was probably still in your shoe. Didn't you lose a toenail?
Yeah, yeah, that's what happens with the pressure of running.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, lose toenails.
Okay.
And blisters.
Yeah.
Blisters and toenails.
Yeah. That's why I think it's best to avoid those sorts of activities.
Yeah.
No, we're proud of you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, good. Well, we got a...
Chef Sean.
Yeah, Chef
Thanks,
Sean,
brother.
thank you.
Thanks.
We're going to do a little blind tasting today.
Okay.
And we're just going to pick out which one we think is our favorite.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, and then Sean, we'll need Sean to come
that'll
back.
be the grapes.
That'll be the
portion.
grapes. Yeah, we've got 3 cabs and a red blend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I need to pick which one the red blend is?
I'm
not sure that I'm.
I don't know. Yeah, so we're gonna
Okay.
taste these because whichever one I think we pick as our favorite, that could be the special wine for listeners
Okay.
going into Monday.
And your style is a little different than my style.
I know.
It'll be interesting to see if we kind of land on the same one.
I know.
Do you know what order they're in?
I do not. That's why I had Sean.
Okay.
He mixed them up.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we'll
so
see.
I'm going to take some notes here.
Okay.
Let's just call the one on the left 1, and we'll go 1 through 4.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right. As I'm
Pretty
Going-
deep color on that first one, right?
I'm going to go through the 5 S's
Yeah.
of how you drink wine: sight,
Yeah.
swirl, smell, sip, and then savor.
And then savor.
Right.
The sip and savor are my 2 favorite S's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a deep red. Mm-hmm. Definitely a little bit on the younger side, but typically our wines by the glass are on the younger side.
Now, that's my first sip of the day, so I don't know if that's why I'm getting a pretty big tannin punch on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, good fruit, balanced, but
Right.
that's a big wine for 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
I wonder if I had that last night.
Okay, all right.
All right, going to wine number 2. Again,
Yeah, another great
deep,
color.
dark red. To me, this is just a little bit on the lighter side,
I was going to say a little softer.
a little
right?
softer.
Not as crunchy, if
Right.
you will.
Right?
Okay.
Okay.
Nothing bad. Nothing bad about either one.
No, wine number 3.
A little lighter in color.
I think
or is
so.
it because I have less in my glass? Maybe a little lighter.
No, it's definitely a little bit lighter in color.
Sean, do you know where they are? Do you know what order they're in? Okay.
And it's kind of funny. I don't know, but they all smell the same. Well, they're all cabs.
Well, they're in one blend.
right.
I may
Ooh.
have to go back through.
I'm going to have to go back through. That was soft. That was really well balanced.
Yes. All great fruit. Okay. I love this. You can hear some guys. We are in our Jacksonville location.
We're in the Jacksonville Beach
You
location.
can hear a couple pots
Sure.
and pans clanking around back there. We got guys working back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, number 4.
Number 4. See what you think. So I would say first, pick which one. Is there one that is a clear favorite for you?
Well, I have one that's a clear not favorite, and it's number 4. I don't know. There's something kind of on the back end of that I don't. Doesn't do it for me.
Okay.
harsh is not the word, but just finishes a little wonky. That's a technical term.
Wonky?
Wonky.
Wonky?
I think one is lining up to be my favorite.
Yeah.
And that, for me, out of the 4 I tasted, probably aligns better with your palate. It was
Sure.
It was a big red wine.
Right.
And it finished stronger. The two in the middle, I feel, are balanced, but a little softer on the tannin side. They've all got great fruit.
Right.
You know, that big dark fruit, blackberry, raspberry, right?
You know what?
I'm gravitating to one.
I'm gravitating to one as well. But let's just take a minute, right? Because that was like drinking water up until now, and then wham!
Yeah, right,
Our
yeah.
taste buds get crushed.
Yeah.
So let's let them
Yeah.
let's let it settle down. They're all arguing amongst
You
themselves.
need to settle down.
Yeah. Well, talk about settling down.
Okay.
Florida minimum wage.
2020, I believe, is when that law was passed.
I'm not 100% sure. I'm
Yeah,
not
I believe
100% sure.
Senor, wave goodbye.
All right. Thank you.
See you. I believe it was. And so we're now in our 5th increment
Right.
iteration of that law, Amendment 2.
Yes. So Florida minimum, the federal minimum wage for a tipped employee is what? $2.13.
Is it still that low?
Yes.
Okay. That's when I was waiting
Right.
tables.
Federal minimum wage for a tipped employee is $2.13.
And there are a handful of states that still abide by that.
There are. I'd have to fact check
Yep.
this, but I think there might be up to 15 states that
Right.
still use the $2.13
Yep.
as a minimum wage. You take California, I think that is the most expensive state, where I think whatever the minimum wage is, it's across the board. So if it's $15, it's $15.
Regardless of whether you're a tipped employee or
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And I don't know their laws.
Yep.
And then Illinois, Oregon, there's a few other states, but Florida is right up there.
Yeah.
I mean, we're right up there. So a tipped employee, even though federal minimum wage is $2.13, now we went from a $10 minimum wage for a tipped employee to $11.
Correct. Yeah.
So you take that, couple that with the taxes, no taxes on tips.
Right.
Being a tipped employee in the state of Florida,
It's not a bad gig.
it's not a bad gig.
It's not a bad gig.
And yes, this was approved maybe in 2020, and it is putting a pressure on restaurants that have tipped employees
Right.
across the state.
Yeah.
I mean, there are many restaurants that are struggling with a 1% and 2% profitability.
Yeah, I mean, I think the industry average is 3 to 5%. That's 3 to 5 pennies on every dollar that walks in your door.
Right.
And now they've just cut into that even harder.
Sure, but that's national. But you take a
Correct.
state like Florida or a state like California, I'm sure that those numbers are considerably lower.
Right.
So you're looking at probably a 2 to 3% profitability
Right.
for owning a restaurant.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough
It
for
is.
the small independent. And, what choice do they have? That they
Well,
either-
they and
run,
us.
They run, yes.
Right.
Run less servers and sacrifice.
Well, one, you run
Service.
less servers, or if you have a hostess that's a tipped employee, or a bartender that's a tipped employee, or a busser that's a tipped employee, you may decide we don't need that busser. You may
Right.
decide that you don't need that second hostess. Perhaps you just make those decisions. Do you sacrifice quality of service?
Right.
Then the other thing to consider is now you have AI that is being implemented, AI answering calls.
Also technology.
So
Yeah.
technology. So now you are actually replacing some of those entry-level jobs with technology, because it becomes unaffordable for a small restaurant
Right.
to pay.
Well, and I think it's harder for that, entry level high school, fresh out of high school student, maybe with a lower skill set, to get into the workplace, because employers are not willing to pay somebody $15 an hour, or $11 an hour, $10 an hour as a tipped employee.
Right.
So they're finding ways around that.
Sure.
Or the other alternative is to pass some of that off to the guest.
Right.
And that's happening as well.
Well, it is, but I think you get to a certain point that the guest becomes really fatigued on menu prices increasing, on passing along. Now, there's many restaurants that are passing along credit card processing fees, which is another debate that I'd love to have, because credit card processing fees, if you use a credit card,
2.5%, 3%?
2.5%, 3%.
To the operator.
That's our cost is 2.88%.
Okay.
Right? That's the cost for us to allow people to use a credit card. And you know what they're doing with the 2.88%? They're building airport lounges.
Right.
They're giving incredible points to members.
Yeah.
And they're doing it on the back of small business. So that's something that listen, it's happening.
It also creates with the tipped employee. And listen, we want our teams and to make every penny you possibly can, right? But it's creating a bigger divide in the front of the house and the back of the house as well. Those tipped employees are making, let's call it $25 to $40+ an hour just in tips.
Right.
And then the state of Florida is bonusing them. I'm not saying they can't get paid by the hour. $11 an hour.
Sure.
$55 an hour, depending on the restaurant.
Right.
Compared to even the highest at $18, $20, $24 an hour.
I'd say our average in the kitchen at all three locations is probably $18 an hour. Yes.
I think it's
probably higher.
A little higher.
Right. We can't. People will not come and work here for minimum wage.
Absolutely. And we don't pay anybody that anyway.
No, you can't.
And I don't think anybody does, unless you're talking about a McDonald's or the Chipotles of the world. And I see the sign banners in there.
I know. Well, you have to be able to
17.
I know you have to be able to compete with Amazon. You have to be able to compete with.
Yeah. So just
job
another
market.
talking point is that possible feeling of inequity of they're making so much out there,
right?
And we can't do that for the team back there. So
and I don't know if there's that much. I'm just saying that the debate, minimum wage went up September 30th, $1 for tipped employees. And so that represents a 15% increase to our front of house labor. When we're already at a 2 to 3% profitability, you cut into that, it just makes it more difficult in this environment to.
Well, and I think operators are scrambling, and we've seen other big chains that we know of.
Sure.
So what do? They give a server 8 tables,
right? But
then give them a food runner, people are getting creative. You're seeing more and more of the tablets.
I know.
Or more and more of the kiosk on the table.
Right.
We went to go order Dunkin' the other day. Not to call out Dunkin'. There was one person behind the counter, very busy, drive-through, donuts, coffee.
Right.
And at the counter, there's a kiosk. Order your own stuff.
Look, I think the Dunkin's calling you right now. Don't call them out.
Sorry, Dunkin'. I love your donuts and I love your coffee.
I will say the one.
But I mean, the technology is everywhere.
It is.
And why? Convenience, yes.
Right.
To eliminate labor.
Right.
Cost of labor.
I'll tell you one thing I really like. I got to tell you.
Yeah.
Olive Garden.
I'm going to revisit.
Right.
I do love Olive Garden.
Lunch for Olive Garden for lunch. But this is what I like about it. When you're ready to go, you just get on that kiosk, boom, done, I'm out.
Yes.
That's one cool thing.
There is some convenience to that. But, the service, having that server staring down at their tablet while they're communicating with you with zero contact, it takes away. But I understand it. So, and I believe we've got one more year. I believe it ends in 2026. And then, because that'll be 15, and that's where it was mandated to max out at. And then after 2026, it moves to a inflationary increase, which I don't see being $1 every single year. So listen, 5 years ago, somebody said, hey, we need to be paying guys $15 an hour. I'm telling you, nobody's paying them $15 an hour anyway.
I know.
You know?
Well,
And,
that's where the capitalistic market
Right.
will dictate that price.
Right.
It really does.
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah, so
hey, minimum wage went up. So
September 30th.
September 30th,
And-
probably going to see menu prices across the state of Florida go up to reflect that.
Agreed.
And operators that don't want to raise their prices will look for different ways. It could be shrinkflation, where the portion is
plate gets
smaller for
smaller,
the same price, or they manipulate their product mix and they have more affordable options.
Do you think anybody tips less because they know how much the server's making?
No,
I,
no,
I,
I do not believe that.
I don't see that.
No.
Like it's 20%, right?
Right.
18%, 22%. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Do you think
And if you
anybody's?
get good service, if you get really good
Yeah.
service, you're still going to tip.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
If, hey, I know this guy's making $11 an hour. I'm only going to tip him 15%. Look,
No,
I don't know.
I don't even think
I don't-
people really think about that.
I don't think they do either.
Right.
But I think they need to still
Yeah.
keep tipping 20%, right?
Sure.
Plus, give
Yeah.
them all the money you want to give them for great service.
Yes,
But yeah, I don't think anybody thinks, well,
No.
this guy's making $11 an hour.
I don't think so.
You know. So,
Yeah. All right.
well,
so
let's revisit.
Let's revisit.
the grapes part of this thing.
Well, fun stuff. We had somebody getting ready to decorate.
Yeah, listen,
for,
when you do
50,
these things-
50 years in business. That's
When you
what
do
they're
these
celebrating.
things inside of an active restaurant.
I know,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's fun, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean,
And,
Sean had to take care of a potential
yeah.
situation.
Here comes
yeah.
Lauren.
All right.
Yeah.
So
So let's get back to the grapes.
back to the grapes. I'm going to say one was. I'm saying this. None of them were bad. They were all good.
Agreed.
And I think my taste buds.
Stylistically, 4 wasn't for me.
Okay, stylistically, 4. So I'm going to, real quick, I'm saying 1.
Overall, best structure, best balance, best finish is 1. 2 and 3 are good. They feel, compared to 1, a little flabby
Okay.
at the end. That's
Okay.
why I say 1.
All right.
Oh, does everybody say Layla behind us? We'll get her on one of these.
Listen,
Are you on with 1?
I'm saying 1 was my favorite. And if, again, I have no idea.
I
What
don't
I'm going to
either.
say, Priest Ranch, VineKeeper, Chockablock, Roth.
Yeah, I won't even go there. The Chockablock is the blend though, right?
Right.
I'm going to say 4 is the Chockablock.
Okay. So let's
And I
get.
do like the Chockablock, just
No.
compared to the others. That
Right.
that one wasn't for me.
Well, we need Chef Sean to
All right.
tell us what we've
Sean,
got going on.
Number 1.
Bruce Ranch.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Number 2, Chockablock.
Oh,
wow.
okay. All
Oh,
right.
good.
Well, I liked it. Yeah.
3, Roth.
Okay. So what was 4?
Bonanza.
VineKeeper. Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
And people are really loving that right now.
They are. It's flying off the shelf, and that's part of the Wagner family portfolio, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And I have to
which
say,
is Camus.
1, 2, 3, 4, in that order. I mean, I really felt, man, the Roth and the
Yeah.
Chockablock drinking nice, but that
Well, I'm
Priest
saying
Ranch.
1, 2, 3,
Okay.
with very little split between them.
Right.
I mean, it was neck and neck,
Yeah.
if you will. So yeah, good. Well,
Okay.
that's fun. I love doing that.
No, this was really fun.
Yeah.
And I have something
What do we got?
special
Yeah.
coming up.
What do we got going on?
October 7th.
Okay.
Happens to be somebody's birthday, turning 59. So you know what I'm thinking? You
I
come
never
in.
know what you're thinking, man.
You come in on
never
Monday,
know.
Member Monday,
Okay.
and we're going to use those numbers in such a way
So
for
10/7, October 7th. Is that the numbers we're talking about?
That's
or
it.
5/9.
Well, I don't know. Wow, you really no. We're going 10/7.
10/7.
10.
Okay.
.07.
Okay. 07? 70.
No, it's
Oh, yeah,
10,
your
it's
birthday,
like
yeah,
1007.
right.
I mean, I'm
10
like a
07.
secret agent.
Right.
Yeah, 1007.
Did you just give everyone in the world the pen to your entire life?
Actually, yeah, you want to get into my computer?
If you know my-
1007.
If you know my birthday, yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. Yeah, what do you want to do?
How about this? I don't want to make it too confusing, but if you want a Priest Ranch, it's $10.07. Normally $23.10 a glass. Okay, which is a little bit more than last week, but that's just the way it is. Last week, you know, that was based on the race.
Well, listen,
But if you want,
we didn't have that labor increase last week. So.
oh, no, but if you want any of these right here, in fact, no,
Oh, wild card here?
wild card, any other glass of wine by the glass,
Something we serve by the glass
by
already.
the glass, $5.90 for 59. You like that?
So this one, the Priest Ranch, 10
1007. Yeah, yes, 1007,
but all other glasses of wine by the glass.
$5.90.
Well,
Because
shit.
somebody may not want. They may not want a red. They
Yeah.
may want a white.
Okay.
Oh my God, Frank
Okay.
family for fucking $5.90.
There's some pretty big juicy wines on there.
Wow, this could
for-
be. Listen, come out.
Yeah.
Let's have fun.
Did you
Remember
run
when-
this by our accountant?
No,
No, you did not.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Well,
I should have.
It's your birthday.
It's my birthday. All right.
So $5.90, any 6-ounce glass of wine.
Any 6-ounce glass of wine for $5.90.
I love that.
And if you want Priest Ranch, it's going to be $10.07.
Which is still a great bargain.
Great deal.
Yeah.
Great deal.
Well, happy early
Yeah.
birthday, my friend.
Right. I wonder where I'll be on Monday. What
59.
store
Yeah, I don't
will I
know.
be? I don't know.
You should shoot an email out there. I'm sure some people would like to see you.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll be in all three.
Ooh,
Wow.
running around.
Yeah.
Well, make the third one closest to home.
Yes.
Make the third one closest to home.
Perfect.
So we can all get home safe and sound.
You
So,
got it. Well,
yeah.
listen, man.
Well,
What
thanks,
it was
man.
a fun time. It's
Yeah, enjoyed these.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
when
why-
we turn this
that's
thing
why-
off, I'm absolutely finishing the 4 of these.
that's why Priest Ranch is really my.
It is your favorite.
It has become my favorite,
It is your favorite.
and it's pretty damn good.
But the Roth has always been high on your list.
Always high. Well,
Yeah.
Both of those drinking really well.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Thanks, man.
All right, man. Yeah. Hey, cheers.
Taste toast together and happy early birthday.
Taste toast together. You got
Appreciate
it.
you, man. Cheers.